barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So everyone's up in arms about what Donald Trump said yesterday. I'm gonna play what he said, and I'm gonna respond to it.
I say it again. What do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose? And at the end of 4 years, I guarantee you that I will get over 95% of the African American vote. I promise you.
You can't just say African American, a bunch of...
All right, so that's what Trump said. Now, they have this saying, never ever kill the messenger. You know, it's kind of like if I was equate this, if you a thug in the street selling drugs and a white person calls you a dumbass nigga, you get angry about it, right? But the facts remain. You're a nigga, right? Now let's fast forward. Now, voting for Donald Trump versus him saying what I believe, where I come from, is facts. Like I'll just speak from experience. Right now, I'll tell you what I'm about to do. I have to go to the Drew League on Imperial and Western. I'm gonna take Western all the way up. I'm gonna take Western from Manchester and Western to Imperial and Western. I'm gonna drive by about maybe 20 churches. Prostitution is on Western. Derelicts, alcoholics, drug addicts. I'm gonna pass by countless of them, and all of them will look, and the majority of them will look like me. If you guys get what I'm saying. So I'm not sure if his statistics are accurate. I'm not even gonna say that, but the community in which I'm about to drive through resembles what he's saying. You know, our education system is a piece of shit. I was a teacher for 7 years. I was an award-winning educator. So I was the rose that rose some concrete in terms of teaching our kids. Unemployment is rampant in our community. It just hurts when a white person tells us this. I 100% get that, but never ever kill the messenger if it is fact. You know, if it's hearsay and rhetoric, yes. I'm 100%. I believe in accountability. Am I gonna vote for Donald Trump? Hell no. But what I'm telling you this is, listen to the message. We've been bamboozled into believing that we have to be Democrat. Let me guys tell you something. Regardless if you're a Republican or Democrat, those social programs will always remain. Remember, that's to keep the mind and the body docile. If they're going to pay your bills and give you an extra $300 a month, they'll gladly do that to keep you uninformed and unattached to reality. Okay? So welfare will be there, WIC will be there, Section 8 will be there. Veterans, those programs will be there. Those social programs will always remain, whether you're a Republican or whether you vote Democrat. It's just we've been tricked to believe that if you're Republican, you're anti social program. Well, which in reality, white people are receiving more social program benefits, government aided benefits, than blacks and Latinos combined, guys. Okay, combined. So that rhetoric needs to be thrown out the window, but because we're so uninformed and uneducated, and we live off of sound bites. Like, I'll give you guys another sound bite. Donald Trump said, I'm gonna build a wall so big, and the Mexicans got all riled up. It doesn't matter if that wall is 5 feet, 10 feet, or 15 feet, there is a wall. There is a wall around our border. We have border patrol. Who cares if the wall is 50 feet high or 5 feet high? You cross that wall and they catch you, you're going to jail and or get hurt or get killed. These are facts, guys, and or get deported. You understand what I'm saying? So don't overreact to what he's saying. Do I think he's an elitist? Absolutely. Would I vote for him? Hell no. But I'm just telling you, listen to the message. Listen to the undertone. I'd rather my enemy tell me how he's going to defeat me. Well, I'm not going to, like in basketball. My best shot is my pull-up 13 to 15-foot jump shot. If he tells me I'm going to crowd you as soon as you get to 24 feet and not allow you to get to your pull-up game, then guess what? I know how he's going to defend me. You know, like they say in G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle. So please don't be misunderstood and misinformed, guys. You know, like I've had the fortunate opportunity to go to New Mexico, and I've seen a New Mexico UTEP game at UTEP. And in order to get to UTEP, you got to, I believe it's the 10 freeway. And when you're driving across the 10 freeway going into El Paso from New Mexico, you can see Juarez, Mexico, I believe. Forgive me if I'm missing the city, but there is a gate, right? And on the other side of that gate is barren land, and about a quarter mile past the barren land is Mexico. So on the other side of that gate is Mexico. So regardless if it's a 6-foot chain link fence or if it's a 15-foot brick wall, there is a wall there. You cross that border, and they come to get your ass. So all this rhetoric about the wall and him talking to black people. Now, I wish he would have said this in front of a black audience. I wish he would have said this in a Mount Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. You guys feel what I'm saying? So, because it's something polarizing about a white man telling black people they're doing something wrong, and there's something even more polarizing about a black man telling a white person he's doing something wrong. So, I'm charged up on this because, and even in the, I believe this clip is from CNN. There's white people telling that he's wrong. He's not wrong for saying this, because I'm going to read out those same statistics to that guy, to that kid, to that 19-year-old kid I'm trying to inspire that I drive by every so often. You guys get what I'm saying? Or that gang member that I play basketball with every now and again. You know what I mean? Or that, whether he's black or Latino, you guys get what I'm saying? I give the same speech. When I was a school teacher, I gave the same speech Donald Trump just gave. I always tell my kids, Christopher Columbus and Santa Claus is a lie and is a piece of shit. Okay, there's no such thing. I always tell my students, Christopher Columbus raped and molested your ancestors. The first 16 presidents of our country raped and molested my ancestors. These are facts, guys. Okay? If you don't believe me, just go through the phone book. There's more black people named Jefferson, Washington, Lincoln than white people nowadays. You guys understand what I'm saying? They all live close to Martin Luther King Boulevard. But so I get the initial response, just like I understand the initial response from Latino voters when he said he's going to build a wall. And I get the initial response from black voters when Donald Trump says, what do you have to lose? Well, what do we have to lose? We've had a black president, okay? I voted for President Obama because he was black. Like I tell you guys, he had to lose my vote. If he would have raped a woman, I mean, outside of something extreme, killed someone, committed a crime, lied, I would have voted for him. You guys understand what I'm saying? So I never overreact when a man is caught cheating on his woman. I never overreact to that, because through yourself, you know others, guys. So you can't sit here and say, oh, he's this, he's that. Come on, guys. What man in the world, I'm speaking of Clinton versus, when they tried to impeach him. What man don't want 4 women or 5 women? All right. So let's just cut the bullshit out. So, or I should say the majority of us would prefer 4 beautiful women matching our preference, whether you like black, big asses, European, Latinas, whatever you want, dark hair, blonde hair, we want it. But getting back on target, President Obama had to lose my vote, okay? And I voted for him because he was black. I was so inspired by this man. I cried when he was elected in Lincoln Park. I'm just enamored with President Obama, and I love his. What I appreciate more about President Obama's presidency, his policies, yes, it's up and down. I don't follow it as much the second term as I did the first term, but his humility. His fucking humility is just out of this world, off of the chart. If you close your eyes and listen to President Obama speak, whether he's talking something positive or whether he's talking about these shootings that's occurring all across the world, and if you listen to his humility, you will become immersed into his spirit. And that's why I love President Obama. Hopefully one day I'll get a chance to meet him. I've gone to the inauguration. He's driven by me when he was in Los Angeles. I waved at him, and it's true that motorcade don't stop for nothing. That shit goes about 40 to 60 miles an hour nonstop till he reaches his destination. So, but I get the initial reaction, but Latino voters and black voters, please understand. Don't be bamboozled into believing you have to be a Democrat. Don't be bamboozled into believing you have to be Republican. All right? Vote on facts. All right? We are living in a fucked up society. All right? As I told you guys, I'm about to drive up Western right now. And blacks and Latinos are well below the poverty line. You have two families living in a single family dwelling. I'll even be more illicit. I own property. I own apartment buildings on Western Avenue. I get it. I 100% completely understand what the hell is going on, guys. All right. I have two families living in a single family dwelling. You know, I understand. I didn't raise their rent. You know, I understand there's 6 people in the house and my water bill is going to be extraordinary, but I get it. I understand. They have to make ends meet to provide for their family. So don't be miscued and I understand the initial reaction, because when I read it, I was like, what the fuck this nigga talking about? But then I sat down and gathered myself and I said, you know what? We are living in a piece of shit society. We're living in a society where our education system tells our black and Latino kids the only important people that has ever done anything for your civilization is Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Martin Luther King. The other 99% of you motherfuckers will learn about will be white people, white men. So, and you will go home to a single parent household and your mother is working 2 jobs and or living on social programs to make ends meet and working under the table somewhere. That's a society. That's our not our culture, but that's what we do. That's what I grew up in. Those are the kids that I taught, black and brown. So barbershop conversation, guy. I gotta go to work. I gotta be to work in a little bit, so I gotta cut this video short. But I could talk about this for a long time. You know what I mean? I don't have any statistics in front of me. This is just stuff I see with my own eyes and my years of living here on Earth. So barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys.